Hello everyone and welcome to another News Coolum video. I need to be fast because I don't have much time left. These Electrify America chargers, they charge really quick. So I'm on my typical 500-mile trip north, and I stopped by a new Electrify America charger here in Turlock. This is just south of Sacramento, just off of Highway 99. It's basically the perfect spacing for me. This is my second to last stop on my 500-mile trip, and this basically puts me less than 100 miles from the last charger that I need in order to get home. But on the return trip southbound, this is also almost the perfect distance for me. It's basically 180 to 190 miles, which is almost the perfect distance for a first stopping point. Otherwise, you know, it's going to be hit or miss for whether this site works for other people. There are 3 chargers over on this side of the Walmart parking lot. There's one other charger next to the ADA compliant parking spaces. 2 of the chargers are the 350 kilowatt, and then the other 2 are the 150 kilowatt, and the one next to the ADA parking, well, that's a 50 kilowatt CHAdeMO and 150 kilowatt CCS. So it's a pretty standard looking implementation from Electrify America. It did just go online though, and the 150 kilowatt charger over here next to the 350 kilowatt chargers is down, but that still leaves 3 chargers up. And they put these chargers a good distance away from the storefront, which means I think they're going to be pretty easy to access. Normally this site's going to be easy to get to from the freeway, but this time when I was driving, they actually closed the off-ramp, so it was a little bit more difficult to get to. However, you know, now that I got here, it was fine. The spots were open, the chargers were up, and yeah, everything is going well. So like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time left. You know, we're already past the step down, and you know, I only need a few more miles in order to make it to the next charger. So I'm going to give this site actually a 10 for access. It's far enough away from the storefront that you're not likely to get blocked by cars. The chargers are distributed in a way that, you know, they're open to a number of spaces. It allows for full pull-through parking. They have 2 end-to-end parking spaces. You can pull all the way through even with a trailer. So I envision no real issues accessing the chargers here. In terms of amenities, I'm only going to give this site an 8. You do have the store here. You do have 24-hour security in the parking lot, but you're missing some of the regular travel services. It doesn't have a full canopy, so in that regard I am going to have to knock it down a little bit, and it'll get an 8 for amenities. In terms of concentration, I'm only going to give it a 6. There are only 4 chargers here, and I know that's a little bit above the average that we normally see of 2 to 3 chargers per site at this point. But again, that's just a little bit above average. These sites really do need to be seeing something closer to maybe 6 to 8 chargers minimum, even though there's a lot of redundancy along this route. So in terms of concentration, I'm only giving this site a 6. In terms of location, even though it's basically as good as it gets for me in terms of a charger location, I'm actually only ranking it an 8. This is going into basically what's an alternative route between Los Angeles and Sacramento, and a route that already has a lot of coverage. You're in a bedroom community where most people are going to have off-street parking. So while this is a good site to have, like I said, for me it works great, it's just not that important of a site. So I'm going to give it a score of an 8. And then in terms of speed, well, hey, again, 2 350 kilowatt chargers and 250 kilowatt chargers. Really nothing else matches that now. So there's no reason not to keep giving these type of Electrify America sites a full 10 when it comes to speed. So that gives this site a total site score of 42 out of 50, or, you know, a decent B. And that's kind of what I come to expect from Electrify America's more or less standard site implementations. I'm really liking this site so far, and I actually think I'm going to get pretty familiar with it. Like I said, I think the main weak point maybe is just the amenities, and of course just not having enough chargers. But otherwise, you know, I think this is a great site, and like I said, I'm happy to share it. So If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, and thank you for watching.